Another codominant tree on a house. Let's take a look. Flint Dog! Flint Dog, what are you doing? Oh yeah. Every time, codominant. Split spruce tree. Doesn't look like there's going to be much damage to the house, so that's not too bad. Look at all that sap. Look at all that active movement. It was just waiting to happen. And it could happen again, actually. Yeah, it's really storming out here. There's no effects. That's what it sounds like. Wow. It's amazing. Oh. But yeah, hardly any damage to the house. Just a big mess. Time to clean it up. Get to work. That's why those codominant trees are so hazardous. Lindago, what are you doing? Are you coming with me to help? Are you helping? Good job. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, so an update. The tree we were just looking at, we knew it was going to happen. It split off and fell onto this side of the property, and it is a huge mess. The good news is nothing serious was damaged, and most of the stuff is just backyard, pots and things, nothing super bad. But this fence is a concrete post fence, which would have been really expensive to replace. But you can see where it broke off, and you can see how much debris there is in this guy's yard. But thankfully nothing really bad happened, but we knew anytime it's more than a third of the material completely destroyed, and if, especially the way those jagged edges were down into the trunk, it was just a matter of time. We knew it, and we were set up to remove it, and thankfully we're here. Another quick tip, if you ever get one of these Little Giant or knockoff brand ladders, they're perfect for stuff like this where you can't climb. No way you're getting a bucket truck in here or a crane. You can lean it to the tree, tie off your ladder, and then cut little things off and remove things. Just great. So I'll get back to work. Check me out. Definitely trashed. It's super rainy and super windy, and we'll check in next time. You just saw in the video earlier where that codominant tree had also split over. Well, because it was over 30%, we had talked to the customer and said we probably should remove the tree. Customer totally agreed and didn't want to see the other side coming down the neighbor. So we were scheduled at somewhere around 9 a.m. this morning to come in and remove the last section of that tree. But last night, in the middle of the night during a huge windstorm, the other side went over the neighbors and barely missed the fence, but totally destroyed the yard. So just want to give a little bit of praise where it's due. If we would have been in that tree working it out when it fell, I mean, that's the kind of scary stuff you think about, how dangerous this job is and how much of a blessing it is that nobody got hurt. And that's one of the things I want to give a little bit of praise where praise is due, and thank the Lord that, he protected us from that kind of injury. And on top of it, I'm going to post some video footage tomorrow from 3 trees falling on a house. And we got a call around 10 a.m. that the first tree had fallen and wrecked a truck and damaged a trailer. And had we responded to that and not been on the other job, 2 more trees fell just about, an hour or 2 later. And we could have been right there. We could have been killed. And that's the thing is, it's crazy, but I don't claim to be in God's favor, but I must be sometimes, because it says in the Bible that God works all things to the good of those who love him and are called according to his purpose. And I totally believe that. He's working something out. And if you don't see some of the miraculous nature of some of the things that are happening around us, I hope you open your eyes to that. It's just not chance. There's no way you can chance this stuff. It's too amazing to be accidental. It's too complex to be chance. So think about it. I think everybody should consider, where are you going tomorrow? What happens if you die?
What happens if you pay the price for all the sins you've committed? Do you deserve to go to hell? The Bible says that if you sin in one thing, you've sinned in all things. Everything you could possibly do wrong, you've committed a sin that's egregious enough that you would be doomed to hell if you died in those sins. But God is so good that he provided himself as a sacrifice and provided a free gift, a gracious gift. We are saved by grace through faith. Grace means unmerited favor. You didn't do anything to deserve it. That if you just accept the gift that Jesus produced on that cross, that free gift, that mercy sacrifice, he said, you owe a debt, I'm going to pay the fine. I'm going to do it for my son. Just think about like God, like a father. Would you jump in front of the train and save your child and maybe get hit? That's what God did for us. He took the hit for you. He took the penalty for you. And that's what he did that day. So think about that. I hope you will consider it and give yourself to righteousness. Give yourself to the Lord. Accept that free gift of grace and let your heart be changed. Let your mind be changed. Change the way you think about the world. Change the way you treat others. God said, love others. It's so amazing. How could anyone ever suggest to love an enemy? But we were enemies of God, and he loved us. He loved us first, and now we can love him. And if we love him, we will obey what he has commanded. Give yourself to Christ today. I hope you'll think about that. I hope you'll take some time, consider it, and pray about it. What would a perfect, loving God do? Would he want you to kill, or would he want you to love? I think you know the answer.